2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Hoop fans, get ready for the Brooklyn Nets in action against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. And the trend continues, Shaq. Some first-round rookies being asked to play big roles early on.
You know, player development has changed quite a bit. You know, the organization fans, we want immediate returns now.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on these young players, Ernie, when they're coming into the league. Some rise to the occasion, but others fold under the weight of their expectations.
That'll do it for us for now. Thanks a lot for joining us.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Harris.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, DA. Thank you. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. Now Harris, following Durant's three-point attempt. And here is Harris. Shot clock at 5. Jokic kicks to Harris. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Prince wide open. Nets with a new shot clock. KD's shot is off. Harris drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got the first points of the night for the Nuggets.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Irving kicks to LeVert. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Murray the pass to Porter. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. KD's shot is good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Jazz. Pass to Millsap. On the wing, Harris. Back to Millsap. Murray left side. Beyond the arc. Porter, no luck. The Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one, but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Now here's Murray, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Jokic trying to free himself up, and yes, it's good.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Irving. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
Now here's Durant. Here's Jordan, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, you're having a tough time trying to tie down DeAndre Jordan. This guy is a powerful force who knows how to convert.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season. Remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
KD with the bucket. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. So it's Brooklyn now. Denver getting their last shot to go. The pass to KD from deep 3-point range. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Pass to Porter. Jokic against Jordan. Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded. Murray, no good.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to LeVert. And they call an illegal screen here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Orlando, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Nuggets, they've shown their capabilities, but it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
free throw good for Millsap. And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
No good on the second free throw.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Millsap, guarded by Jordan. The inside shot, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Nets. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot. And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Good on both. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Basket counts.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray kicks to Porter. The pass to Jokic. Millsap left side. Shoots over KD. And again, Denver no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Back to Dinwiddie. Porter against LeVert. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Prince. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here from 10 feet out. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Prince. 7 points for DeAndre Jordan.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
Murray against Dinwiddie. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Isn't it interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their careers.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. The first free throw is good.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Beasley's checked in for Michael Porter. And it's Will Barton in for Gary Harris. And then for Brooklyn, Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Harris dishes to Dinwiddie. Allen passes to Dinwiddie. The shot misses. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 5. At the top of the key, Plumlee. The kick out to Barton. Oh, good with the triple. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Durant. Some solid defense from Grant.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
That one goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's Dinwiddie following the score by Jamal Murray. Pass to Chandler. Feeds it to Allen. Chandler outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Murray. He's got 8. It's Barton on the wing. Allen with the rebound.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And it goes down 2 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Beasley against Chandler. Grant at the elbow. Barton outside. And the 3 off target. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Barton. It's stolen by Allen. Dinwiddie outside. The tray. And no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Chandler outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Baseline J on the way, and he makes that one. And the Nets lead by 7.
So smooth with his shot mechanics. Joe Harris, what a pretty jumper.
Murray surveying the D. Plumlee against Allen. And Plumlee kicks to Beasley. Shot clock at 3. Over Chandler. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Morris is checked in for Murray. Chandler outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Harris outside. Outside Durant, looking to get it going. Offensive rebound, Nets. Allen dishes to KD, and the shot goes in. KD's got 9.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Morris finds Barton, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn. Denver shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That free throw good from Barton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Brooklyn leading by 7. Now here is Harris. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Morris against Dinwiddie. Back to Allen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Beasley with the bounce pass. Releases. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Beasley.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
.34 seconds left to play here in the first. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Allen kicks to Chandler. There's the pass to Dinwiddie. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Barton passes to Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Not going to go that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 6. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Plumlee out there with Grant. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Morris in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Terrific focus from Jeremy Grant. This guy understands how to take contact and fight through it.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Back to Dinwiddie. The teardrop falls in. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
Morris finds Grant. The quick look, no good that time.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy has proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Irving dishes to Allen, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Then for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Taurean Prince in for Joe Harris. And the Nets with possession here. 4-point game. Out to the wing. Dinwiddie wide open. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project, but boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Morris. Grant against Prince. Grant kicks to Plumlee. Here's Morris, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Plumlee. And it's Michael Porter in for Grant. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. That one drops. He ties it up. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Irving. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Morris looking over the floor. And stolen by Jordan. Prince with it. Now guarded by Porter. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Millsap finds Porter. Beasley with 5 on the clock. Sinks the triple. Beasley's got his second bucket of the night.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Irving with the ball. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. The feed now to Millsap. Beasley with a clean look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Deflects the pass for Brooklyn. They've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Nets trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
This guy's such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Morris kicks to Beasley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that game against the Kings, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And he knocks down the first one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Beasley hits them both. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, Greg, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Beasley. Here's Millsap. Passes it to Jokic. Over Jordan. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. LeVert with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And this game is tied up now.
Karis LeVert has worked diligently to make his three-point shot legitimate. Knocks that one down.
Outside, Porter. LeVert against Beasley. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. No good off the back of the rim. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And stolen by Murray. Here's Porter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Free throw good. Porter. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Now here's LeVert following the miss by Jokic. Allen passes to Irving. Millsap with the steal.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
Wow, Jared Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
And it's Irving missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Inside. Here's Harris. That one misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. On the wing, Irving. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
They get it back. Porter outside. That shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Fires from 14. Second shot opportunity. And Allen with the layup. Allen's got 6 points.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Harris. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Nets have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. The pass to Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Murray against Irving. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Passes it to Harris. Over Jordan. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Three-pointer, LeVert. Porter pulls it in. Pass to LeVert. Outside Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Trailing by 2. Porter passes to Jokic. Back to Porter. Here's Murray, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
A different look for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Will Barton in for Michael Porter. And a new group in for the Nets. KD's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Utah Jazz. The shot's good. Durant's got 11 points.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. Murray against Dinwiddie. Pass to Durant. From 15 feet away, Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Grant. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
1:19 left in the second quarter. And here is Harris. The pass to KD. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And KD the bucket on the assist by Chandler. And that's 13 points for KD.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Passes to Barton, fires it up, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Barton's got 4 points this quarter. .26 seconds left in the first half. Here's KD. He's got 13. From deep. That shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how'd you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off of my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you. And the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. So for Brooklyn now, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jokic kicks to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Nets trail by 3. Irving passes to LeVert. Back to Irving. Pass to Prince. Lets it go from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. And the first one at the line is good. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Now the pass to Durant. No one near him. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
On the wing, Porter passes it to Millsap. Here's Jokic, a second chance effort, and it's good on the way up. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Drains the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, KD has such a beautiful looking stroke. He's been doing that at an elite level for a long time.
Now here's Murray. He's got 8. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Porter passes to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Nets trail by 9. It's LeVert on the wing. To the middle, short, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Morris is checked in for Harris. Brooklyn with the ball. Irving misses. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Denver.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Jokic. 5th in rebounding, 12th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Now here's Jordan. He has 7. Here's KD. And just miss after miss right now.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Irving against Morris. Irving with the bounce pass. Fires the 3. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Irving after the Nuggets pick up 2. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. He feeds it to Millsap. And that one drops. Millsap's got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving up top, covered by Morris. Morris against Irving. Pass to LeVert. 4 on the clock. Puts it up. But they get it back. Short. That shot missing. Now Denver takes it the other way. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 20-3 run right now. Morris against Irving. Now Morris. He has 7. Millsap dishes to Beasley. shoots over LeVert. No good from Beasley.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The tricky little pass fake there, working well. 9 points for Jokic.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Irving, 7 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Brooklyn making some changes. Allen comes in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Karis LeVert. Here's Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 9 points.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now here's Millsap. 9 points in the game so far. Over Durant, and again it's Denver.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Kicks to Durant. Feeds to Allen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
For Brooklyn, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
Grant, he's checked in for Denver. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Prince. And he's good on the second. Replay is always a good topic to talk about. Any changes, Doris, you'd like to see in the system or in the process?
Well, one of the beautiful things you have in the league is the opportunity in both Summer League and then also in your development league is the opportunity to put things in place. For instance, a coach's challenge has been experimented with at both of those different levels. And now the coach's challenge will be adopted and employed in the NBA. So I'm anxious to see how that plays out.
And that one's good. Durant.
Kevin Durant is a threat to shoot it as soon as the ball hits his hands. This guy incredible, relentless as a scorer.
Now here is Morris. 7 points in the game. Millsap left side. Beasley outside. Just 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Nets trail by 19. Durant with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Dinwiddie against Grant. Millsap at the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Millsap's got 10 points in the quarter.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. From 15 feet away, that shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. Morris outside. He wants to get the Millsap and does. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And there's the pass to Jokic. Excellent D there from Allen.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Morris after the made shot from KD. Morris kicks to Beasley. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Beasley. Grant gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Irving against Morris. Pass to Jokic. From deep three-point range, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 5 here tonight. Nets trail by 20. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to KD. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility. Boy, that's the type of shot they'd like to get on every single possession.
The pass to Irving. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Grant the pass to Murray. Barton wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Dishes to Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Allen drops them both. And here are the Nuggets now. It's an 18-point lead. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Plumlee, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That's tipped. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
What a defensive effort from Spencer Dinwiddie. The wingspan and the hustle create these steals.
Murray kicks to Grant. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Drops in the layup for 2. Jokic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
1:11 left here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie with it. He's got 10. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. And it's Murray penetrating. Nice D from Chandler.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Yep, that one goes in there. 12 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Irving against Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded closely over Chandler. Plumlee, no luck. Nets trail by 16. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 12. And here's Irving. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paul Millsap has been leading the charge for Denver. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Let's build on it. Let's build on that quarter. No let up. Great defense, okay? That's who we are.
Mike Malone citing the terrific D, wanting his guys to stay in character and keep pressing.
Yeah, they're feeling their oats right now. Can they take it up, though, another level? Let's find out.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Murray in at the guard position. Here's Barton. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Murray outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The first one falls. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Karis LeVert comes in for Irving. He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Dinwiddie. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Murray left side. Prince against Barton. Back to Murray. Drops in the tray.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Dinwiddie. Now here's LeVert. Over Murray. And it's LeVert missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here is Harris. Back to Murray. Pass to Barton. Takes a three. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Prince finds Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Dinwiddie against Murray. Pass to Grant. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. No good from Grant.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's LeVert. That shot off. Nice D from Porter.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
First free throw is good. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Murray. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they get it back. Grant dishes to Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw good for Millsap. Jokic has checked in for Grant. And the Nets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in for Jared Allen. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Nets trail by 19. And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Prince against Porter. And the pass to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Millsap with the steal.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Murray, good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Nets passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Fires from deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Denver now. They're on a 12-4 run. Murray kicks to Porter. To the inside. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 4 assists in the game. And the Nets with possession here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Jordan. Up top, Durant. Millsap covering. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Murray against Dinwiddie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure. But it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Porter passes to Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Off target from outside. The Nuggets leading by 23. Murray kicks to Porter. Out left to the wing. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now Millsap. Over Durant. Millsap misses. Prince in the corner. Puts up a three. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Taurean Prince. Denver's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Jokic. All sorts of time. A rebound by the Nets.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Murray against Dinwiddie. Murray dishes to Harris. Now here's Jokic, guarded by Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
KD's shot is good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, you know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row. They turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. The Nuggets leading by 19. Murray outside. Harris right side. And it's Denver scoring again. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Irving with it from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And that one's good by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Nets trail by 21. Here's Irving. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Murray against Irving. Murray, the pass to Porter. It's deflected. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That will be foul number 5 on him. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to LeVert. The 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Boy, the confidence level you can see in Karis LeVert to catch and shoot. It hits his fingertips, and he's ready to roll.
And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's LeVert. Passes it to Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Murray dishes to Millsap.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Irving with it, now guarded by Murray. The pass to LeVert. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Passes to Murray. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Harris finds Millsap. 4 on the shot clock. And another miss by Denver. Nets trail by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jokic.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Jokic. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And here's Brooklyn from the top of the key. Offensive rebound.
This is what pure scorers do. They find ways to create points. KD doing work.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 10-point lead. He kicks to Porter. And here is Murray. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.